give you some day one love back. See where y'all at right now. Let's go.
We're live, baby. We're live. We're back, guys. We're back tonight. People's running a little bit late. Versace. We're live, baby. The boy AB coming at you live on a Sunday night. Welcome to Profit Report. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. This is your boy AB coming at you live. This is Profit Report with AB. We got Steve-O running a bit late. He's going to join us here in a minute. Come on into the live, guys. Versace.
I'm all on the low, take a famous girl out with it, no paparazzi. Hey, I'm trying to give it up, shorty, and baby, and no one can stop me. This is the gated community, please get the fuck off the property. Rappers be shaded cause I'm at the top of it, no one on top of me. Niggas be wanting the first one verse, but man, that's not a spot to me. Driving they compliments, pulling the back on that LA metropolis. Thought I was selling $1 million first weekend, I guess I'm an optimist. Hey, I'm wanting Toronto, but right now I'm feeling like Dallas adopted us. What the fuck are you talking about? Talking shit coming like I'm in binoculars, boy. Versace, we stay in the mansion, but we in Miami. The pillows, Versace, the sheets, Versace, I dress for the gravy. I'm so proud, I'm out of the world, like what the fuck is he planning? Just make sure that you got a backup plan, cause that shit might come and hit me, okay? Started a label, the album is coming September, just wait on it. This year I'm eating your food at my table, got so many plaques on it. 100 CD at my house, I sit back like damn, you look great on it. I do not fuck with your good shit, my nigga, don't ask my tick on it. Speaking of nigga, man, this for my niggas that trap on the bando. This for my niggas that call up banana, the move a piano. Talk about your feeling that business is strictly financial. I'm the first one to get it, and that's how you lead by example. Okay, Versace.
What's going on, people? If you're watching this live, say what's up in the chat. Versace, y'all remember this song?
Driving they compliments, pulling the back on that LA metropolis. Thought I was selling $1 million first weekend, I guess I'm an optimist. Hey, I'm wanting Toronto, but right now I'm feeling like Dallas adopted us. What the fuck are you talking about? Talking shit coming like I'm in binoculars, boy. Versace, we stay in the mansion, but we in Miami. The pillows, Versace,
Who do we got? We got a viewer. What's going on? Say what's up in the chat. Who's in the chat? Say what's up in the chat if you're live. We're waiting on Steve. He's a little late today. So we're just kind of hanging out. All right, guys. We got Jimmy Choo. We got Versace. And we got Michael Kors. We're reviewing tonight. We got Mr. Michael Kors. If you're watching this live, drop a what's up. If you're watching it on your phone, drop a comment. Make sure you guys like the video as you're walking in. Versace in the building.
See where y'all at right now. Let's go.
Yeah, I remember this song. We got a couple of viewers. Welcome, guys. It's your boy AB. We're waiting on Steve-O. He's a little late. Before we get to the main subject tonight, we're doing the profit review tonight of what's going on, guys. Who's in the chat? Drop a what's up. Hello. Say what's up in the chat if you're in the chat. Welcome, guys. It's your boy AB. We're waiting on Steve-O. He's a little late this evening, so we're just kind of hanging out. We're just kind of hanging out. You know, Fashion Week. Had to put on my Versace's real quick tonight. But we're gonna get into it, guys. Tonight we're doing Versace, Michael Kors, and Jimmy Choo. If you're in the chat, if you wear any of these, let me know. Do you guys buy this stuff? Do you own any Versace, Jimmy Choo? I don't know much about Jimmy Choo. Seems like it's a woman's brand. But we're hanging out, guys. We're hanging out, having fun. Who remembers this song from earlier? Way back when the Migos started, before they were famous. Right? Before the Migos were famous. This is what put their career to another level. When Drake hopped on their song, Versace, right? And this is a concert they did back in 2018 in Dallas. Three Amigos tour. Drake pulled up, did his verse. We got Bree in the house, the one and only Bree in the house. Welcome, guys. We're breaking it down tonight. We're just kind of hanging out. We're having a little fun. Yo, this song is hard, right? Are you guys buying Versace these days? Are you guys buying Versace these days? Right? Versace. Anybody in here buying Versace these days? Pricey stuff. You know, I got my Versace on, but I got it like that. I'm a rich guy. I got it made, baby. That's why I'm wearing my authentic Versace shirt. I'm dripped out. Fashion Week. I had to get ready for you guys. But look at this price, guys. $1,000 for a shirt. We're gonna see where this is made. We're gonna see, right? We're gonna try to figure out how is this worth $1,000. If you're viewing this, if you guys are viewing it and you're in the chat, say something. If you want to own Versace, if you think, when you think of Versace, what do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think when y'all hear Versace. Is that fancy, sophisticated? Where do y'all put? Is there like who's at the top? Who's at the top of the food chain in terms of like luxury, fancy? When you guys think of Versace, is it up there with the Louis and the Gucci's? I feel like those three. Okay, you think of money when you think of Versace. You got that paper, that moolah, young moolah, or old moolah, as they say. Is it old money or new money? But what else? Is it Louis? Is it Gucci? Is it Versace? Are those the top three? Would you guys think those are the top three? Versace dropped. What you think? HJ in the house? We got HJ in the house, the one and only HJ, the Babille man in the house. Guys, we're hanging out. We're waiting on Steve-O. He's a little late, so we're just kind of hanging out. Let me know if y'all want me to look up stuff as we wait for Steve-O. Fendi, Prada, LV are at the top. Fendi, okay. Oh, I forgot about Prada. Prada, that's right. Guess what, guys? Prada is actually going to come into the picture today. We are going to have to get into Prada because they are doing business. They actually purchased Versace from the Capri Holdings company. So they just closed on that. Goyard. Never heard of Goyard. Okay. Let's see Prada. What's going on with Prada? Man, let's see. Prada, Prada, Prada. I don't even know what their logo looks like. It's just a word. Do they have a logo? Oh, I see. Okay, I know this Prada. I know this. Outerwear bags, ready to wear jackets. These are brands for regular people, but the truly wealthy are in a different shit. Yo, that's a take. I mean, but if I go to like a fancy part of town anywhere in the world, they do wear some of this stuff. I mean, but you can't tell with this some of this stuff, right? I mean, this is just a jacket. You can't tell this is Prada. Like there has no Prada logo on it, but it's $5,500. You know, you see this guy walking around in New York or whatever. You can't tell this is Prada. Man, what is this velvet? You know what I mean? What is this? Oh, wait, maybe we might have a little Prada situation back here. What is this? What is this? We got a Prada. Is that a Prada thing in the back? No, they hide it. Look it up on AI. Their brands. Hermes is one. Yeah. Yeah. Hermes. Yeah, I know about Hermes. That's the H. Where is the H? Where is the H? Where is the H? Okay. We found the H. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Where is the H? Hermes. Man, this stuff is crazy to me. How is this $900, guys? Like, what? How is this nine? Would you pay $900 for this? Would you pay $900 for this? What is the point of this? Is it just saying, hey, I got money like that? I mean, is it just flexing a certain point? Because it makes no sense, right? Men. Let's see. I kind of want to know the belts. Yeah, I know these belts are crazy expensive. Yeah, $650 just for a belt. Just for a belt. $1,000 for a belt, guys. Who's buying Hermes? You know, let us know who's getting all this stuff. Kmart has slippers from Pakistan. Yo, look at these slippers, man. They're going for $1,000. I mean, 900. All right, let me not. I don't know. I mean, Tory Burch is another one. Tory Burch. Everybody's talking about Tory Burch. Tory Burch. Oops. Tory Burch. Who's in the chat? Who's in the live? Let your boy know that you're in the house. If you're watching this on your phone, drop a comment. If you're watching this on your TV, I appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna get into the breakdown, the financials of Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo, and Versace tonight. We're gonna get into it. We're waiting on Steve-O. He should be here in a few minutes. We're just kind of shooting the shit, hanging out until Steve-O joins the live. But yeah, look at this. I mean, I feel like this is kind of in the middle. Like Ferrari is Ferrari, but is Ferrari the real luxury? You got Pajani and them. I mean, look, what is that Versace? What is that Versace? I can't pronounce some of this stuff, man. Wait, what is that? Versace. Kanye West. I can't pronounce nothing past that Versace, right? All falls down. Kanye even said about it. He let us know. I can't even pronounce some of this stuff. I don't know. I can't pronounce some of this stuff. We got all kinds of stuff. I mean, but guys, they're charging a lot, right? They're charging a lot. We got Versace. We got Jimmy Choo. I mean, this Jimmy Choo stuff is not cheap either. So what do we got? I mean, we got $1,200 for these shoes. $1,150 for this shoe. So, you look at it, you're like, if they're charging this kind of prices, they should be making money, right? They should be profitable. They should be just, but are they? We got to get into all this, guys, tonight. So just let you guys know, we're talking about this company, Capri Holdings Limited, right? So they own 3 brands: Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo, and Versace. Okay. Based out of the US, they're publicly traded. We're going to get into their annual report. We're going to see their revenue. We're going to see their profit. For those returning, you guys know how we do this, how we break this down. And then at the end, we're going to get into if it's investable, if we think it's investable, if we would invest in it. Let's see the stock. How much is it going for right now? Let's see the stock. Who's in the chat? HJ's in the chat. HJ, what do you think? Are you going to invest in this company? Capri Holdings stock. Okay, it's trading at 1966 per share, guys. So if you want to own one share of this company, it's $19.66. I know some of you no. AJ saying no. Let us know why, AJ. Why? Hassan, the Babil man, is saying, I'm not going to invest in this company. I guess it's the whole thing of it's got all this marketing, right? Like when it comes to clothing, they got the models, they got the marketing, they got all this buzz. If you go on social media, you see everybody wearing it. Versace, Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo, $1,000 shoes. You're thinking, man, they making money. Like, how can they not be making money, right? So that's kind of like what we try to get into tonight, and all these breakdowns that we do, guys. Like, behind all this buzz, is there money in this stuff? Because it's a lot, right, to run all this stuff. So we'll see if they are profitable. Let's see. Revise this stock in 10 days when the earnings report releases. Yeah, revisit. Yeah. Well, so they did their annual report is ends in March. So the numbers we're gonna look at is from April of 2024 to March of this year. So it's sort of new numbers we're gonna get into tonight. And I think, what is it gonna be, like Q2 number? Well, for them it's gonna be a Q1 numbers, April, May, June. So guys, when we say quarters, obviously it's like there's 12 months in a year. A quarter will be 1/4 of that. So every 3 months, these companies report something. They report their numbers every 3 months, right? And when they report these numbers, they have a meeting. They have a call. Anybody can log in and listen to this call, where the CEO and the own, like all the executives, they make a statement. They go over what they did in that quarter, how much revenue they had, what kind of issues they ran into, and what are they looking for to the rest of the year, that kind of thing, right? So that's a earnings call, they call that, an earnings call. So any publicly traded company, every 3 months, they release something. So if you hear, if you watch the news, y'all should check y'all should check Pelosi picks and see what they're investing in. Yo, Assad, that is Pelosi. Guys, those people that don't know, Nancy Pelosi is like a politician from California, right? Now, Nancy Pelosi, this lady right here. You guys know this lady? This lady is very, very wealthy. And she's been in Congress for many, many years. I think going back to 80s, something like this. She won't leave. She's 85 years old, still out here being a politician from California. They still keep re-electing her. But the most interesting about her is her net worth. Okay. Now she's a politician, guys. Just a politician. These guys make, I think, like $200,000 salary. Not bad of a salary. I think they make about $200,000 in salary. But how did this lady manage to get a net worth of $260 million? So those guys watching this is like, wait, how is it that this lady can get this much wealth just being a government employee? How is that possible? Well, there's speculations that she's doing what we call insider trading. San, we got San in the building. What's up, San? Welcome to the stream. We're just waiting on Steve-O. He says he's running a little late. He say he's gonna join us here in a minute, guys. So I'm just kind of shooting the shit, hanging out, talking about Nancy Pelosi. Let's see. Let's get into some tea here, guys. Let's get into some Nancy Pelosi tea. It's possible because she's good at what she does. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Let's see. Ex-House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband made $38 million worth of stock trades in the weeks leading up to Donald Trump's inaugural, including an investment in once obscure artificial intelligence firm whose shares has soared nearly 50% in the past week. Guys, look at that. So you got a politician husband that's behind sitting at home, trading stocks and making crazy money. So are you saying, wait, maybe he's so good at it? Maybe he's just like the best trader ever. Maybe he's so good at it. Or maybe, and the speculation goes, is that because Nancy Pelosi in the government and a lot of these companies, they have they come up to Congress and they do these presentations in front of the committee. They have they go through some regulations to be approved by certain federal departments and such like this. So she sort of have these insider information. This is where the whole insider trading accusations come from. How did this guy know to invest in this company? Was he just watching Profit Report? I mean, we could say he might have been watching Profit Report, and that's how he knows all this stuff. But let's see. The venture capitalist who's married to Nancy, he sold $24 million worth of Apple stock as well as $5 million worth of AI chip maker Nvidia. Both those lucrative transactions were executed on New Year's Eve. Nancy Pelosi is legally required to disclose her husband's trade. So there's the guy right there. Let's see what the article is alleging. According to the filing, I mean, they're doing call options, guys. They're doing call options. They're like sophistication. I did the Nvidia play work. So there's actually isn't there a whole app that like tracks what she's investing in? Because she's been so good. They say like Nancy Pelosi's investing has been better than most like stock traders out on Wall Street that do this every day. So there's a lot of speculation. How does she manage to do all this stuff? Look, okay, like right here. Christopher Joseph, the tech entrepreneur who has operated the Nancy Pelosi stock trader on X, launched an app that allows traders to buy stocks and amass a portfolio that is identical to the husband. So this guy her husband is so good at trading that there's an app now you can download where you can follow what this guy is trading because he's so good at it, right? Joseph told the Post that his autopilot investment app, which has been available since 2013, has facilitated $325 million in total trade by users. Look at that. Has generated handsome returns on investment. Let's see. Guys, look at this. In 12 months, their portfolio went up by 70%. There's a 60-day delay, but you still win. Yes, Pelosi picks and many others that track Congress plays, oddly enough, Kramer's opposite, but they pass the laws and invest in the companies. Yeah, yeah. So this is where that whole conspiracy of like the politicians are in bed with the with corporations comes in, because how is it that she's able to increase her portfolio 70% in a year? That is a crazy return for anybody to do. That is like, I mean, even the best of investors can't make that kind of return. So how has she managed to do this? I mean, she's doing call options. Like, these are not just straight buying the stock. This is like betting that the stock will go up or down. They're doing all kinds of stuff. Um, I mean, so did you guys know your politicians are playing with stock like this and enriching themselves in the process? We elect these guys to go into Congress to to make the citizenry better, but they're going in there getting information about a stock or an industry that's booming, right? Because all these industries, they like to go in front of these committees and they like to ask for a favor. They like to say, we need this, we need that. Like, we have salt, all these AI guys, for example, they went in front of Congress and they said, we need energy and we need more funding for AI and all this other stuff. So the average Joe's not watching this, but these politicians every day, they're being hit up by these guys. And so that's how they're able to trade. Said, don't invest in fashion, invest in them, the tech, the stocks that America depends on. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get into it. I mean, we can't just say we can't invest in designers and clothing brands, because we saw Lululemon, for example, was making decent money, right? If we were reviewing what we've been through this week, we started with Lululemon. We learned that Lululemon just by itself was doing $10.5 billion in sales, $10.5 billion in sales, and $2 billion in profit just in a year. Lululemon, one brand, yoga pants, that whole thing. And then we saw Nike sort of struggle with the revenue and profits. We saw Victoria's Secret was struggling. We saw LVMH was hanging in there. They were doing well, but I don't think we saw a big growth in that brand. But they were still doing pretty well. So, and then we saw when we do Throwback Thursdays, all those old brands, the Tommy Hilfigers, they were not doing well at all. So where do we put like Michael Kors and Versace and Jimmy Choo? Are they kind of in that middle, like they're old brands? Are they gonna die off? Are they gonna, thrive in the new market? We saw yesterday, for example, that Coach, the younger generation is getting into Coach, right? So these old brands are able to do the same thing. Yeah. Okay, San says, I love Versace. Versace. We got an A. Sam, we're gonna play you this song just for you. Yeah, I know Migos, Versace, featuring Drake. This was a hot song back in 2018, 2017, and all that. Gave the Migos their career start, right?
We've been with Migos and Drake since day one, motherfucking love. So, I feel like it's only right we give you some day one love back. See where y'all at right now. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hey.
Versace. Man, whatever happened to, like, look at Drake, man. He put all these people on and now they piled on him. I mean, Drake got receipts for days. He's bringing these people out to his concerts, gave him a whole career. Now they're nowhere to be found. Isn't that crazy? They all turned on him on that beef. What happened? I mean, it's crazy how they were nobody before he got on this song. This song took him to another level, and they made a whole career out of it. Now, when Drake was going through it, when Drizzy when Drizzy was going through it, what do they call him? Champagne Poppy himself. He was going through it last year. You know, the light skin versus dark skin war was going on, and they all took Kendrick's side. You know, they left my boy out there high and dry. That was crazy, but this was up in Dallas. This was a concert that took place in Dallas. Do you guys remember these? Y'all remember this song? Good old days. I wonder how old is the song. What? 2013? Whoa, is that old? This song came out in 2013, guys. Why did it feel like it was much recent? Am I just getting older? I feel like just yesterday this song came out. Man, 10 years old. Well, more, 12 years old. This song. Man, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember partying to this song at the club and all that in college, whatever. Put a one in the chat. Say, I remember partying with this song at the club. Now it's 12 years old. Y'all believe that? Man, San. If I told you this song is 12 years old, you would have believed me, man. It's old, but I didn't know it was that old. Dang. So I guess, that's kind of a good thing because now I know. So 2013. Let's see 2013 Versace sales. So let's see if Versace benefited from that song. Versace sales 2014, for example. Ooh, look at that. Versace experienced a strong year with a 17% increase in revenue, reaching 550 million euros. Net profit. So damn, they had a huge jump. Let's see. Versace sales last 10 years. Let's see the last 10 years. How's Versace has done the last 10 years? Oh yeah, so they got bought out actually, guys. So Versace was by itself, I guess, until 2018 before it get bought out by the company that owned Michael Kors. They were bought in 2018 for $2.1 billion. So reached $1 billion in sales in 2023. And now they just got sold. So guys, look at this. So Capri Holdings, which is Michael Kors' company, bought this Versace for $2.1 billion back in 2018. And they just made a deal to sell them just in April of this year for $1.3 billion. So they took an L of around $700 million loss. So, if you owned a company that made a lot of money, would you sell it? You wouldn't sell a company that's making a lot of money. So we're going to get into the numbers, guys. I'm just kind of prepping you for what's happening. Steve will say he's jumping in. He just texted me. He's going to jump on any second. We're going to get into these numbers, guys. But right after, so the annual report we're going to review goes to March of 2025. And Versace was sold actually to Prada. Versace was sold to Prada in April for $1.4 billion. So Capri Holdings, which is the company that owns Versace, Michael Kors, and Jimmy Choo, they just sold them. They just sold Versace, guys. Did y'all knew that Versace was up for sale? I mean, I didn't get no notice. I would have bought it. I mean, I would have put in an offer at least. Like, let me know. Let us know. Like, us here in the chat, we're looking to invest in one of these companies, right? Chat, we got to get on some of this money. We got to get in some of this investments. Not investment advice, but we're gonna have to pull our money together. Everybody put in a couple of dollars. We're gonna have to buy one of these brands or something, right? Maybe we'll. What brand are you guys thinking about buying? We should all put our money together and buy one of these brands. Maybe invest and just blow it up. Let me finance this deal. Yeah, let me finance this deal. Like, can I put it on my Amex? Can I put it on my Amex, right? Jamie Dimon and I make dreams reality. Yeah. We got new watchers in the building. Welcome, guys. We're about to get started with the official financial review. We got Steve-O coming in. He says jumping on at 9 o'clock. So he's coming in any minute. We got the annual report up. We got Capri Holdings, guys. Capri Holdings. They own Versace. They own Jimmy Choo. They own Michael Kors. We got to get into their numbers for the last year. We're not going to get through all this. Obviously, it's 144 page report. But it's kind of interesting. First of all, you guys know about Michael Kors? You guys know about Michael Kors? American from New York. Michael Kors, Mr. Michael Kors. There's the man right there, Mr. Michael Kors. Out of New York. This is the man that started the Michael Kors company. Designer, owner, age 65. And eventually they bought Jimmy Choo and Versace. So we're going to get into it. Let me know, guys. What do y'all think? Do you think they're doing well in financially? You think they're making a killing? Do you think they're making a killing profit? Anybody want to guess their revenue? We've been talking about revenue all week. What do you guys think? All these three brands put together in 1 year, how much you think they made? How much money you think they brought in a year? Y'all put your guess. And I don't know. We'll see whoever comes closest. What do you guys think? Put in your guess on how much revenue these companies, these three brands put together, brought in last year. What do you guys guess? Versace, Jimmy Choo, and Michael Kors. Right? They got high, expensive stuff they're selling. I mean, we got $800 heels. We got, all kinds of crazy stuff. What do you guys think? San is saying 3.5 million. Is that profit, San, or is that revenue? Is that how much sales they had? What are you saying? Millions for sure. Is that profit, guys, or is that revenue? Money coming in the door, or how much money they had left after they paid everybody? Profits. We're talking about profits. I mean, this is profit report. So you guys San is saying 3.5 million. What else? Who else is guessing? Who else is guessing in the chat? Let us know before we get into these numbers. Let's see. Steve-O might be knocking at the door. The virtual door, that is. Okay, nope, not yet. Okay, Breeze estimating millions. Bree, now that's not a fair statement. Millions, that could be 1 million, that could be 999 million. You gotta put a number to it. That you're trying to be vague about it. You gotta put some number on that. San went out there and put 3.5 million. Hassan, what you think? What you think? What kind of money do you think these people are making? What kind of money is coming in the door? Revenue, sales, same word. Revenue, sales. We use those words interchangeably. But we're gonna get into it. I don't know why, but I noticed here that even though they're from the New York, they have this office in London. Michael Kors head office in London. Don't know why. Let's see how fancy this building is. Not that impressive actually. I was expecting like a tall building or something, but looks like just another building around the corner. Kind of simple. Okay, so this is where Michael Kors headquarters is at. 20 million in revenue. Bree. All right, that's what Bree's saying. 20 million in revenue. I think that's a little low from what we've been talking about these days, but we'll see. If that's the case, man, they are not going to survive. $20 million is not going to cut it. Who else is who else are viewers? Any viewers, new viewers, welcome. We got Steve-O joining us here in a bit. He told me he's coming on any second. I want to get started when Steve-O jumps on. But we're looking at Hermes. We're looking at other brands to kind of compare them. You guys know about the Versace story? The founder of Versace and whatever happened to him? Versace murder. You guys know about the Versace murder? Italian fashion designer, happened in 97 when Andrew Cunanan shot him twice outside of his Miami home, Casa Casuina. I think this is a restaurant now. The Villa Casa Casuina at former Versace mansion. Yeah, okay, Sam, there's a movie. Okay, I didn't even watch the movie. I guess you can go here and like hang out and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's like a hotel, restaurant. I mean, that's pretty cool. You guys ever been to the Versace mansion in Miami? I haven't been. Very fancy place. I know it's one of those things to do with Miami, right? When you go down there, it's a hotel. Yeah, people take pictures in front of the steps where he died. Wow. That's crazy. So why did he kill him? Celebrated as a king of a tour, was at the pinnacle of his career, while Cunanan was a fugitive with a troubled past, wanting for multiple. The shocking nature of death led to intense media coverage. Speculation surrounding their connection with friends and family, denying any prior acquaintance. Following the murder, a manhunt was ensued. Took his own life on July 23rd after evading capture. Versace's death sparks rumor about potential ties to organized crime, his health, and the future of his fashion empire. His passing generated a profound impact on fashion industry. Might when I go in December. Okay, Santa's going to Miami. You got to get your Versace shirt on like your boy AB. You got to go out to the Versace restaurant, take a picture, send it to the chat. you gotta let us know. But we'll get into the numbers. We'll get into the financials. Anybody else guessing what kind of revenue this company is doing? Versace, Michael Kors, and Jimmy Choo put together. How much revenue you think guys they're doing? We're gonna get into it. Let's see. We got 144 pages tonight, but we're not gonna go all that, guys. We're not gonna review all that. Thanks for people joining in. I know we're a little late tonight. Apologies for the tardiness. we're gonna try to get into the numbers as soon as Steve joins us. I just kind of told him, hey, we got the people waiting, so I'm just gonna hop on, hang out until and wait for Steve before we break down these numbers. But I don't want to disclose the revenue. We're all guessing here. Bree's saying, what did Bree say? Bree said something about 20 million in revenue. Bree, do you want to amend your numbers before we get into these numbers? 20 million in revenue. That seems rather low, but we'll see. She might be right. If that's the case, then we could all afford Versace, the company. We got AJ in the building. We got San in the building. We got Bree in the building. Shout out to our day ones for copping on. Okay, Bree's amending her numbers now. She said 200 million. Okay. San, what do you say? Hey.
Yo, what's up, man? My bad, bro.
There's a echo, Steve-O.
Let me see if I can fix it. How about now?
Yeah, much better. Good.
What's up, man? What you covering?
Man, we're talking a lot of shit. Do you know about the story of the Versace owner?
Donatella Versace, the lady?
No. Nah, that's his sister, actually. That's not who started that.
Oh, no. Tell me, what we seeing?
Man, hey, look, how many deaths have we covered, Steve, this week?
I know there's some drama with Versace. I had heard a little bit of something, but this would, if there is a death in this would be the third one.
This is the third death.
Yes.
Bro, I mean, this is actually famous. There's a movie. San said there was a movie for this. It's that big.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to remember.
But so he was living in Miami. This is 97.
Okay.
So
he's the guy that got killed by the mob, right? Or something like that.
Somebody came and shot him in front of his house.
Yeah, they said he's like mobster related. I think I've heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, they're saying speculations, mobster, yeah.
Right. I remember that.
You can go to the Versace mansion when you're down in Miami.
Oh, okay.
There's a restaurant and everything. People take a photo. It's like a tourist attraction down there in Miami.
Wow. Okay.
We got Steve-O in the building, guys. We got Steve-O in the building.
What's up, guys? I see some numbers in here too. 200 million, 250 million. What we talking about?
So I asked them, right, before we get into the numbers, what they thought the revenue would be for these three companies combined. I had to double ask Bree. Like, she said about 10 million. I'm like, Bree, are you sure you're going to say 20 million? So now they've amended their numbers. They've amended their numbers. They're saying 200 million, 250 million. I mean, Steve, we've seen some big numbers this week. If that revenue looks like that, they're gonna be they would be delisted, wouldn't they be, from New York Stock Exchange or something like that?
If their stock price drops below $1 for I think like 6 months or something, then they get delisted, and then they would have to go to over the counter. Yeah.
Okay, it's not a revenue thing.
No.
Okay.
But you know what happened with Versace, right?
What? Oh yeah, they got sold. They got sold.
Yeah.
I did let them know that. We talked briefly about it. We went through it a little bit. We went through it a little bit. We didn't go through the annual report yet, though. So that's what we've been waiting on Mr. Steve-O to jump into the numbers. Any juicy news, any tea before we get into the numbers?
No tea, but I mean, we're seeing like a common thread that these companies are just selling one another, which is very interesting. You know what I mean?
Who did they get sold to?
Prada.
Yeah, they got sold to Prada, and actually they lost money on the sale. Like, we looked at the acquisition. Yep. Yeah, you saw the numbers. So they bought them for like 2.1 billion, and I think they sold them for like 1.38, 1.4, something like that. So I think
Yeah, and then
that's the
initially
second L we saw this year. I mean this week, right?
that's the second L, and you know you're talking about private equity too. They bought them initially from a private equity company,
God.
and then now you know they sold them back, which is interesting.
Oh my lord. I mean, we got Mr. Michael Kors here, right here, man out of New York City.
Yep.
He worked for um I didn't know this, but the official
Oh,
portrait for Michelle Obama was a Michael Kors design.
interesting.
Yeah, this is Wikipedia right here. Um, but he worked for a designer for Celine, whatever, and then started his own brand. Got some billionaires to give him some money to start Michael Kors. They became billionaire in the
Yep.
process. Now he's worth about a billion, give or take. That's what
Like
at
six
least
hundred
Google.
mil right now, right? Yeah, he
Yeah, well,
lost a lot of money, man. He used to be worth about a billion, but I think he lost money with this
okay. With the
whole
sale?
acquisition that failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how like Tapestry was trying to buy them, and then as a result, the stock dropped. So he lost like 400 mil within a year or so.
$400 million of your net, man. But Steve, man, what's up, man? You're not rocking Versace tonight. What happened, man? Like I thought we was making money with this
Yo,
pod. Yo, I thought we was killing it, man. I thought you was gonna go out here and
yo,
feature.
yo,
I
I
mean,
actually want to get people's opinion, bro. Personally, bro, I hate Versace's design, bro. I think it's like too busy. Like, what do you guys think? Is it just me or do I not have any style? I hate their design, bro. It's
what are you
too
trying to
much.
say, bro? What are you trying to
Yo,
say,
you
bro?
like Versace?
What are you trying to
Nah,
say,
I
bro?
ain't no Versace. That ain't no Versace.
What are you talking about, man? You know your boy
That's
dripped out, man.
Fugazi.
Huh?
That's Fugazi, bro. That's not Versace.
That's Versace, man. That's not Versace. This is Versace, okay? What you know about Versace, man?
Yo, it is so much. Like, unless you're like a rapper or entertainer, like, who's rocking this at a dinner party, bro?
Yo, I mean, this I feel like this is Miami. Like, I feel like if you're Miami, you do this. You do the rental car. You know what I mean? You do some kind of high rise condo. It's like a starter pack for Miami. You have to have a Versace. You know
Right.
what I mean?
I I,
So
I could
yeah,
see it in Miami. Fair enough with Miami, but outside of that, like, you can't be rocking this in New York City. I don't know.
yeah, I think people still hold it in high regards. I think
Hmm.
um we're actually jamming to the Migos song, like the concert. So we try not to get copyrighted. We're listening to like a non-official version of the thing.
Oh, okay.
But hey, Steve, guess when this song came out?
Yo, I'm kind of cheating because I see the date, but I didn't know it was 2018. That's what it says. That's mad long ago.
No, bro, it's even
What?
worse. It came out in 2013.
No. Damn. 12 years?
Dude, I that's when I said I was like, we're getting old. We are. I feel like it was just not that long ago. I know it's kind of old, but it wasn't.
I
You know,
swear. Yeah, yeah, I feel the same way, man. Dang.
dude, I had to look it up. I'm like, when did Versace came out? Um, but yeah, so I mean, it was hot at that time. People was wearing them. Like this song really, it was a huge song. So I mean, I
It was
wonder,
big,
like,
yeah.
but these days, I mean, getting sold, it's not great. Obviously,
No.
if a brand is selling you, you're not doing so well. Like no brand is gonna sell a profitable brand, right?
No, they're not. And then one thing that they do, and I know we haven't jumped to the financials, is they are changing their strategy. They're going to like that mid-tier market because I don't know if you read, they also got now a partnership with Amazon. They
Right.
have an Amazon store, and they're really going for those lower priced customers. So Versace doesn't fit in that portfolio.
So I have this Seeking Alpha article. I don't know if you read it.
No,
Should we
but
get into this or should
I
we get into the numbers first?
no, I love Seeking Alpha, bro. So yeah, go ahead.
So this guy is not bullish on Capri Holdings at all.
Mm,
He's thinking, no way, right? So summary: Capri's sale of Versace to Prada offers only a short-term fix, failing to address deeper issues.
mm,
Okay, Michael Kors is struggling with weak pricing power, exactly what you talked about, that
mm-hmm.
mid-tier stuff, declining appeal, and significant unsold inventory. So he's going into it. Like, you know how we look into inventory, see what that
Yeah.
means and all. So, guys like, Jimmy Choo remains resilient but lacks growth prospects with flat revenue, modest margins forecasted throughout FY 2018. I mean
Mm-hmm.
2028. My valuation shows Capri stock is overvalued. I assigned a sell rating
When did he write this?
just 15 days ago.
Wow. Okay.
So let's see. Um, Last year, Capri invested have a massive drawdown, primarily to the antitrust decision. We talked about this yesterday. That whole thing that happened with Tapestry, right?
Yep. Yep.
The blocking of the thing. The agreed price for Versace 3 billion is not too exciting for Capri's investors, but it is significant to repay some of the company's debt. Downgraded to junk.
Yes. BB. Yep.
And you were talking about this yesterday. I didn't even know about that whole BB thing. And yeah,
Yeah.
so they're guys. This is their. They have bad credit right now. They need credit karma. Yo, yo, they need credit karma right now. They need a credit repair. Somebody,
Yeah. For
yo,
real.
they need credit repair right now, man. They can't even get like payday loans right now, man. They can't get nothing. um. Okay, so and to offer hope for new Capri more focus, Michael Kors, which accounts for 68% of total revenue for the company. While that may seem positive, we should look closer whether the two brands are strong enough to support a future increase in the stock price. Right. While
Mm.
it's true that Michael Kors is the main contributor to the holding, 68% revenue. It is also the brand with the lowest gross margin at 61.2 compared to consolidated margin. I don't know if he's being nitpicky here.
Yeah.
61% is not bad.
Yeah.
This is a surprising considering that majority of course are produced in Asia. I mean, isn't everybody's made in Asia? So why is he picking on them for that?
Right. Right. He's saying
Ano-
why is the price so high? I guess essentially, why if they're making it overseas, why is their gross margin is not higher?
it's not higher, right? It's not
Yeah.
higher. Yeah. Another hint of the brand's decline is pricing power. Is that over the last 3 years, closed 109 stores while opening 8 outlet stores.
Wow.
So they're basically like, man, I think they try to price high, wasn't selling, send it to outlet.
Yes.
So that's basically what happened, right? Um, this is a clear a lack of interest in the latest collection, which is also evident when looking at the inventory. $824 million worth of unsold products. For context, only 5% inventory consisted of raw material and one. So a lot of inventory they're sitting on.
So he's wrong with this though, because if you actually do a comparison of their inventory compared to like Tapestry or LVMH, they actually do a good job.
Okay.
Because I literally did this research before we jumped on, so I know this. They actually do a pretty good job with inventory. So that's
Yeah. See, so some of these analysts maybe like once it's almost like they made a decision and try to back up the data and
yeah,
not let the data drive them. So you kind of have to, question even all these analysts. Even
yes,
we're just talking. That's why we are open out here. And we're just kind of like, yeah, this is what I think. Steve, we go back and forth, right? So we're just that's how we do this. Let's see. The brand decline began in 2023 when management attempted to reposition Michael Kors as a more prestigious luxury brand by suddenly increasing prices. I didn't even know that.
okay.
Guys, anybody that buys Michael Kors, did you guys see any price increase the last couple of years or last year? The outcome of this strategy was slowdown in sales and an accumulation of unsold inventory. To address this, Capri resorted to uh, significant price cuts on its Michael Kors collection, began selling the brand on Amazon to clear excess inventory. So
Interesting.
that's what
So
you were talking about, right?
they were messing up on strategy. It looks like so leadership did a bad decision, increase price, and then boom, it's not working. Lower the price.
Right. The situation not only affected Michael Kors' revenue and profitability, but also undermined its perception as a luxury brand.
We had talked about this even with Fubu and them. Similar
Yeah.
situation.
Yep. It's almost like what comes first, the chicken or egg? Like it's like okay, I got high price, but I can't sell, so I cut it. It's like I can't. It's like yeah, it's a tough place to be. So Jimmy Choo, which is only accounts for 14% of revenue, only 2% drop in revenue year over year. The reason behind Jimmy's resilience is incredible brand appeal, especially in the footwear market. Shoes are perceived as truly luxurious. The
Bro,
perception, yeah,
you ever been to the Jimmy Choo's website? Like their products look so nice, bro. Like
yes. I
what
was
do you
just
guys think, man? I love I'm not even I don't buy Jimmy Choo's, but in general, even like their other stuff, bro, it just looks clean, looks luxury, like it looks nice.
I mean, what are you thinking about buying some?
I mean,
You're like,
if this
yeah, man.
podcast takes off, you know what I'm saying? Like I was peeping it earlier. I was like, they went to a website. I'm like, yo, this looks clean, bro. Like,
Yes. Actually, I agree with you. Like it does look clean. I don't know much about it. Obviously, I've never really like. I don't even see their store. I think I've seen their perfume, but I've never seen like
mhm.
their store in the mall or anything really that I can remember. Um,
Yeah,
what we talking
I
about?
think they have one in Galleria. I remember seeing that.
Mm. I don't know these ambassadors, these South Korean singers and popular Chinese actress. What's up with this Chinese? You know, we keep seeing this
I'm
Chinese and
saying, we saw a Chinese director. Now we see a Chinese actress.
yeah. Is okay. So they're saying the competitive positioning in footwear is undeniable strong, but in the last presentation, the financial outlook for Jimmy Choo was underwhelming. Revenues are expected to remain flat over the 3 years, with only a mid single digit operative margin. So they're not even the company itself is projecting a flat revenue for the next what
Mm,
does it say 3 years? Yeah.
yep.
A possible explanation could be that other products sold under Jimmy Choo are not perceived as the same prestige as the footwear. In other words, if a customer is looking to buy $1,000 purse, they are more likely to turn to other brands rather than choose Jimmy Choo. So they're not really strong in the purse, I guess. I think they're more of a footwear thing, is what this guy is saying,
Yeah.
claiming. Yeah. And then he did a whole analysis. I don't know if you want to get into it. He gets into all the numbers and um
Yeah, it's a little too detailed. And
yeah,
one
I
thing
get
also to take it with a grain of salt is these analysts most of the time, and if you go to this guy's page, typically they have a rating, like how successful they are. Because these are individual investors. They're not. Sometimes they are like legitimate investors, but anybody could write an article on Seeking Alpha, and typically they would have like a rating. And this guy doesn't even have a lot of followers. If you notice, he
he
only
says
has
new.
six
This is I think
followers.
his first breakdown actually. Yeah. It's actually
Yeah.
literally
So
his
when
first
you do,
breakdown.
yeah. So when you do read some of these, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like some of it might be true, but some of it you gotta be like, hold up, let me
I
see.
didn't even know that.
There are
I didn't
guys
even
that are
know.
there like,
Yeah.
yeah, anybody could post, and then if they usually, so this guy doesn't have much. They usually have like a rating score, like success score as well. Like if they have been right in the past and stuff like that, and then you could use that to gauge their credibility.
He's claiming annual returns of 40%. We don't know. We can't verify it.
That's in fact true. That if it is true, that he
Let's
beats the
just take him
market.
at face value. That means this guy knows what he's talking about. But how long of a horizon that is? That could be a one good year. I mean, S&P has done well the last, you know what I mean? So it can't just be one
Yeah,
year. It has to be like multiple years for me to kind of like, you know.
but he said average. average annual return, which is
Yeah, but
I don't know.
but
I don't know if he's telling the truth.
but how long have you doing this?
That's
If you've done this the last 3 years, then when the market is kind of hot, like
right, right, right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
yeah. Anyways, all right. Ready to jump into the numbers, Stevo?
Yeah, man.
What's up, guys? Who's in the chat?
Who's in the
Let us
chat?
know.
Yo,
We're
how did
getting into
they
the
make?
numbers. Huh?
I was about to say, how did they make her legs look so red, bro?
Oh,
Girl on
she's
top.
wearing like pantyhose or something. Yeah,
Oh,
they got
okay,
her.
okay.
They got her in an awkward situation though. Why they got her just like slumped over? Like even this one, even this one, even this one.
Awkward positions, yo. Who's sitting like this?
Yeah, they look like she's squatting somewhere.
With a
Nah.
small bag, dog. Look at that. Oh
Okay, this is
man.
the most normal one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We got Capri. Um, I don't know for whatever reason it's in the UK. Like the company is. There's
Yeah, I read that they're trying to get like better attraction and stuff like that, so they moved to London
hmm,
as a result. Yeah.
okay. But they're from New York originally.
They from New York, they trade in the New York Stock Exchange.
Yep. Yep. All right. Capri Holdings, Global Fashion Group. We already talked about is Versace, Jimmy Choo, Michael Kors. I think we already kind of went all through this. Versace,
Yeah.
started in '78. Jimmy Choo's, Michael Kors, everybody knows them. Started 40 years ago. Um, Presence in over 100 countries. They're doing the retail. They're doing the e-commerce site, department stores, specialty stores, licensing partnerships. So they're trying to get the money in every way, right? This is not like the Lululemon where they're
Lululemon,
just
yep.
selling directly, right? So they're going through the retail. They're like, hey, we'll sell to anybody who wants to.
Get it how you can.
hmm All right, we got some numbers here. Versace, 18% of revenue, 228 retail stores. Okay. Jimmy Choo, 14% of revenue, 219 retail stores, including
Wow.
concessions. Okay. And Michael Kors, 68%. So that's the big boy.
I
Almost
see. Okay.
70%. That's huge. 711 retail stores.
That's a lot.
Yeah. We operate in global personal luxury goods. Um, so they're kind of like talking about the industry right here. The
Right.
personal luxury goods market declined year over year for the first time in 15 years, excluding
Mm.
COVID. Personal luxury goods declined 2% to an estimated 363 billion. The decline in revenue was driven by decline in volumes, with the global personal luxury goods custom base shrinking for the first time in history. Whoa.
Look at that.
Wow, personal luxury goods customer base
Hmm.
shrinking. So people are like, I'm gonna go buy me some other stuff. I can't afford
I
this stuff.
I mean, people's pocket is hurting, the past few years, and I could see that. I think we said that before. Like in general, customer has been shifting to lower priced items.
Hey, have you been to Target these days? Have you been to Walmart these days? They're actually putting out some decent stuff, especially
Are
for
they?
clothing.
Oh
It
yeah?
looks all right in there. It looks like kind of like a department store,
Interesting.
And then you got the online stuff, like we say, Boo Man. I mean, Sheen. We can go on and on. I mean, they're getting cornered by, even Amazon have its own brand, right? Amazon like brand clothing.
Yeah, they do. They do.
It's like, how do you compete with all that stuff? You have to keep reselling like you're different. You're different. But we've discovered they make their stuff at the same factory.
Yes, they do.
Vietnam, Cambodia. I mean, we've seen it. So it's like, I think people are finally waking up. It's like, I don't know, man. But But I still think though people still want to show off. I think the need to show off it never goes out away. It never goes away. But maybe even a shrinkage of 1% can affect companies like this in a dramatic way.
100%. And then, this is the economics. When people have more disposable income, then you would spend more on luxury goods. But if people are not, economically well, even if you do have the need and the want to buy luxury, you just can't afford it.
Yeah, all you can do is what is that Versace? You might put like a fake logo on your car, like get one of those Mercedes logos and put it in your car. Like
Yeah,
you put
hell
it
yeah.
like let's see. At the same
'Cause
time, top customers took further share of the personal luxury goods market. What does that mean? At the same time, top customers took further share of the personal luxury goods market. Bain studies estimate that there were approximately 50 million fewer customers purchasing personal luxury goods over the last 2 years. 50 million fewer customers.
Yep, yep.
Holy.
There was an article that came out of Wall Street Journal that said that the economy right now is maintained by like the top 10% of the population because they're the ones that are spending right now. And that's what it's indicating right here. The top customers, meaning the ones that are already spending a lot, are the ones that are spending more. But the other customers, not top tier, they ain't buying luxury goods no more.
People like AB, they gonna buy one and wear it for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? The guy that can actually afford it, he's buying one every month.
Hell yeah, hell
You
yeah.
know.
Popping tags every day.
Going forward, the market is predicted to increase at 4 to 6%. Um, yeah. So they're kind of hedging their, like, telling you, hey guys, it's not just us, it's the market that's shrinking.
Yes. Yeah.
We're doing everything we can, but like, what are you gonna do about the market, right? That's kind of what they're saying here.
This is the first company though that explained it to us like this. None of the
Yes.
other companies laid it out like this. So
Yeah.
I give them credit for that.
Yeah. I've never seen them mention the market before. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Okay, they got 3 reportable segments. Yeah, we all know this. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? What is this? The following table details our revenue by segment.
Yeah, by region. So the
Uh,
Americas, they made 260 mil.
okay.
And then it looks like in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, 344. So that's actually their biggest market? What?
Wait, guys. So we had Brie at 200 million. We got Sat at 250 million. Guys, you guys are a little off. A little off. We have a total revenue, right? This is the number we're looking at,
Yeah.
4.4 billion.
No, but that's all of it. Versace alone was 821. But yeah, as a company as a whole, they made 4.4 billion.
They brought in 4.4 billion. That's kind of low, Steve, right?
It
Like
is it is low. It's
for
lower
3
than
brands.
yeah, that's low. I mean, we said Victoria's Secret generated about 6 billion, and that's just one brand.
That's right. I was trying to think of what other company. Yeah. I mean, we got Lulu. I mean, we keep bringing up Lulu because like that was such an impressive
Yeah.
company. 10.5 billion
Yep.
with some yoga pants. I mean, these companies, they sell everything under the sun.
They
You
do.
got the perfume, you got the shades, you got the clothes, you got the shoes. I mean, you got 3 brands trying to sell you every single day through all kinds of channels, wholesale, online, retail, department stores, everything, and $4.4 billion.
And the price point is higher too compared to Lululemon. You know what I'm saying? Even to Victoria's Secret, these are higher priced items, and for them to only sell 4.4 is not that impressive.
And look at the drop, Steve, the last 3 years.
Dang. So I don't see the second number because the chat is blocking it, but I see the 5.6.
First number was 5.6.
What about the second one? The middle one is like the one that.
5.1. Oh, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up.
Damn.
Let me bring it up. Here you
So
go.
it's been declining. It declined 500 mil from 2023 to 2024, and then now it declined another actually like almost 600 mil, almost 700 mil between 2024 and 2025. That's a huge drop. Damn.
Huge drop. I mean, this kind of has a
Oh
feeling of Nike. I'm getting Nike vibes tonight.
wow.
I'm getting
Yeah,
Nike
that's a
vibes.
big drop.
I
That's a
mean,
big drop, man.
Steve, you can look at any brand. I don't think you can see one brand going up, down, 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 down. Then, okay, we're going up. Okay, we got a little bump here.
Dang.
We got Jimmy Choo. Jimmy
Right.
Choo's actually, I'm saying, is kind of doing all right in Europe. It
Kind
seems
of
like
holding
Europe,
that.
it's kind of like
Yeah. For the
it's like up, up, up.
it's
You
kind
see
of
that? Like,
maintaining.
yeah,
Right.
it's all right. Yeah. But besides that, I mean, it's just a bloodbath. 2.2 to 2 billion. I mean, 300 million loss right there.
Yeah.
Bam, down.
That's another
Yeah,
130 something million. Michael Kors. Yeah.
man.
Actually, their biggest drop is in Michael Kors. If you look at it, they dropped 500 mil in just Michael Kors. Versace actually only dropped 200 mil, relatively. I mean, it's a bigger percentage
20%.
per se on the sale.
Yeah, 20%. What is
Yeah,
this? I don't even know. That's
it's
still,
about 15 or 12%, something like that.
yeah, that's bad. Not looking great. I mean, again, nobody would have guessed, Versace's not doing well. Nobody's gonna guess, like, like these big brands, the flash, when you think about Versace's, like the marketing, everything that comes with it, and then you come in here, it's like, damn, numbers going down, numbers going down. It's like, what's their net? Okay, so this is just revenue. They're not talking about net profit here. Um, let's see. Okay, we got the category. We got the category accessory. This is actually what really surprised me. The accessory.
What is considered accessory? Is that like handbags? Like or watches or something? I don't. What's
Actually, that is
accessory?
it. I think that you might be right. It might be handbags. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I
Handbags
thought
is
it was just
considered
like
accessory.
little jewelries, little things, but nah, it probably is the handbags. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think a handbag is an accessory. Regular people can't afford their products no more. They need baby formula instead. Yo,
Fact.
okay, so accessories 50%. I mean, but those should be high margins, right? You would think. Footwear 27%, apparel 13%. So clothing is not really a thing, and it kind of makes sense, right? They're really doing the purses and that kind of thing is what
Yeah.
maybe Versace is
Right.
more apparel heavy, but
Right.
like I said, it's 70, almost 70% is Michael Kors, and Michael Kors' top thing is like purses and that kind of thing. Um, let's see, Versace retails up to 300,000. What the hell is that?
To retail
Versace
for
Halt,
300
huh?
ready to.
What is this?
What is? Hold on.
Halt Couture. What's
Tour.
that? 300 grand. Hold up. I don't see no $300,000 stuff. Maybe it's not. It's not. You can't buy that on the internet, baby.
So hold
Ready
on.
to
What does
wear
it say?
retails.
Generally, up to
Huh?
300,000
Generally.
ready to wear from 200 to 13,000.
Fashion jewelry, footwear.
Sure. Let me look that up.
Remember the licensing thing we were talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Right here, Luxia, whatever. Exclusive licensee for Versace eyewear. Euro Italia
Oh,
is the exclusive for Versace. I mean, they don't even make the freaking perfume. Look, it's somebody else that's making it. Euro Italia.
look at
I think
that.
that's the company we looked at yesterday.
That's crazy.
They don't even make it. I mean, out of all this, Michael Kors, Versace, um, look at all these people that's coming over here to go. Same scent. They probably just bottled in different bottles and sold to you like it's different. That's that could be the case. Like,
No, 100%.
yeah, Jimmy Choo. Stop me whenever you see something.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what cost 300,000. I can't find it. I don't know,
Yeah, I
guys.
can't
Maybe if you
find it.
guys know, let us know what cost 300,000 under Versace.
All right, we got Michael Kors retailing from 900 to 4,000. Footwear 400 to 1,800. Ready to wear retail 400 to 10,000. I don't know, man. I've never seen a $10,000 Michael Kors stuff. Is that a thing?
For real.
I don't
Like,
know.
is is Michael Kors considered luxury? Like, not right now, but was it ever? I thought it was like a mid tier, like
I thought it was in the same line as Coach. Like kind of like decent.
I thought it was a little lower than Coach, actually, in my opinion. I thought it was
He just just
just
above like Jesse Penny, like just
yeah, like just above Macy's, like a little notch up. I don't
yeah.
know, ladies, if you're in the chat, like maybe educate us. Is Michael Kors? Did you ever consider it as a luxury? Like, would you be happy
I
if?
think I think in the immigrant community is still considered decent.
No, 100%. My mom was souped when she got a Michael Kors watch from my sister. She still rocks it, bro. She still rocks it. She was souped up.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think in our community it's still like that. I was like, oh,
yeah,
MK,
no.
that MK still holds. Michael Kors was always way cheaper, which is why most people wear it.
I see. So it's
But it's
not.
still a brand, though. It's still like a little bit of a
Yeah,
brand,
right,
you
right.
know. I mean, the prices are in that 200, $300, 150. It's decent,
Yeah,
you know. But the
but them
that's
going to Amazon is a very interesting like move for a luxury brand. You don't see luxury brands going to Amazon.
nah, they're not. They're not. It's kind of like Chipotle. I feel like Michael Kors.
Dang! You comparing them to Chipotle, dog? Oh
Wait, wait,
shoot!
wait. It's kind of like, okay, the bottom is the fast foods, right?
Yeah.
And then the second level is the Chipotles and the Panda Express and the Cavas and the Panera. You kind of have a little sit down. It's not bad. And then on top, like the next level, it would be like, I don't know, Cheesecake Factory or something like that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And then
Fair
after
enough.
that, you go to like Steakhouse and stuff like that. Like those are
Okay.
like the four tier. So I'll put them like tier two. Then I
Okay.
don't know, like, cause like you get the Michael. Okay, maybe not Chipotle. Maybe like Texas Roadhouse or something like that. Something
I think
right in the.
Chipotle actually. I would agree with you. I think that was a good comparison, bro. Now that you explained
That
it.
might be too low. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about my breakdown, guys? Is that fair or is that not fair? It might be more of close to like, because think about it. If you buy a new Michael Kors bag, you're going to cheesecake to get lunch,
Yep.
and you know you're getting into like your baby Lexus car, maybe you're driving like a nice Avalon Toyota or something like that. It's kind of levels through. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
kind of like
hundred
that,
percent.
slightly above, like you got the Camry and then you got the Avalon, right? Like it's kind of
Right.
like, oh, I
See,
believe the breakdown was accurate. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Bree
All right.
agrees, and then Hassan also agrees with us. He's like, "What's 300K at Versace?" He said, "Custom items and home decor." They do
Mm,
sell home decor, huh?
bruh. No matter
Uh,
what, they ain't doing well. Like we're seeing the numbers, like all this shit. Like it's just like, bro, they try to get the money any way they can, but I don't know. Let's see, manufacturing. Um, Jimmy Choo products are manufactured by our own Italian ateliers. What is that? Like
let's look that up.
artisans? Yeah, like workshops. Okay, that's a French word
Oh,
for
workshop.
workshop.
Yeah, you're right.
And shoe manufacturers as well, by independent third party. So Jimmy Choo is actually not Asian made. It's
Mm,
actually Italian made. You see what we were talking about last time? It kind of matters where it's made, that whole thing. That's why like it can kind of grant that high price.
Right, right. I mean, even Versace though, they say all raw materials arrive in central
Arrive
warehouse.
in central warehouse
So,
in Italy.
so it's not from. I thought it was from Italy. So it's not. It
The
just
vast
arrived
majority
there.
of Versace's production is located in Italy.
Oh,
The
okay.
remaining production occurs elsewhere in Europe and a small portion in North America. I mean, North Africa and Asia. Okay. So I
Oh,
almost kind of understand the breakup that Michael Kors is doing with Versace. I think
why?
Michael Kors is trying to kind of be like, you know what? We're gonna go after the coaches of the world. Like we're gonna like, is that the repositioning there? Because they're getting rid of their high brand here. Like,
They are. But I mean, from a price perspective, right? Jimmy Choo and Versace, are they like damn materially different? You know what I
um, let's see. Let's compare like women's shoes, for example, to do like a mano to mano.
Because like
Like
from a name perspective, I always thought Versace is like really expensive. But if you go to their,
platforms.
yeah, I don't know if there's that big of a difference.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's pretty much same thing. Yeah.
Guys, in your opinion, just out of curiosity, so this company holds Jimmy Choo's, Michael Kors,
Same
and
price.
Versace. In your opinion, can you just rank what do you perceive as to be the most luxurious, like one, two, three out of these three? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's actually a good. Like, is Jimmy Choo? We just don't know it, but people like in that industry, like, is there respect to it? Like,
I thought so, bro. I thought Jimmy Choo's was like high end type, you know,
same similar price to Versace.
similar price, but maybe not as name recognizable as Versace, obviously.
Yeah, they don't have like a cool logo, huh? It's just the word.
It's very
Versace got the whole Medusa thing.
yeah. This is very minimalist. Like
It's like if you know, you know type of thing. It's like a low key.
yes, right.
Um, but is that fair to say then that like maybe Michael Kors might sell Jimmy Choo too?
I'm curious, like when we get into their costs and stuff, like if it wasn't making as much money, because I'm confused why they would have sold it, especially at a
Let's
loss.
let's
Yeah, and
see.
guys, if you're joining us, we're covering Capri Holdings, who used to hold Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo's, and Versace, but this year they sold Versace to Prada uh, for lower than what they bought it initially. I think they bought it in what 2018 or something.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah. So look at some of the properties they got. They got a big warehouse in California for Michael Kors,
Damn, look at
a
that.
million square footage
And
in
Netherlands too. Hmm.
Whitner, California. Where's that at? Might be LA area. Okay. All right. All right. Let me not get sidetracked. Oop. Did I freeze? Uh oh. Oh, thank God. All right. Okay. Yeah. And then they got a big one in Netherlands. Um. So I guess that's kind of for their Michael Kors and Jimmy Choo European operation, a million. So they got a bunch of. Oh, look at that. Capri Luxury Shoe Factory and
Italy.
Pistoia, Italy. And then you got another factory in Italy. Kind of cool.
Yeah,
Jimmy
they
Choo
got a lot
Corp.
of place in Italy.
That's kind of interesting. Jimmy Choo's corporate offices are in London. I wonder if that's why they moved there or vice versa. Um, the only like litigation they mentioned is that whole merger thing that fell place and the whole
No,
remember we talked about this
tapestry.
yesterday, guys. So some of the shareholders are suing Capri and Tapestry because they were going to merge and it didn't take place, and the shareholders think it's some kind of conspiracy going on. So
Yeah.
it's kind of an interesting lawsuit. We might come back to it and check it out like 6 months from now and see
Yes,
what
yes.
happened to it. Yeah. Welcome, new viewers. We're reviewing Capri, owner of Michael Kors, Versace, and Jimmy Choo. We're gonna get to the income statement here. So far, we're not really seeing good numbers. We're not seeing good numbers
Nope.
here. What is this? Okay, we always look at this graph. Let's
This is
see.
yeah, this is the graph that shows that if you invested $100 in 2020 at this company Capri, which is shown in that that square, how much it would have been in 2021. Look at that. At 2021, though, shot up to almost $450, and then since then has been on a gradual decline. Look at that, consistently just going down, and then in March
Took a
2025, that $100 you invested would have been about 150 something dollars. Now,
took a
if you invested that same money, yeah, it took a nosedive, right? Look at that. But if you invested
man.
that same money into S&P 500, which most people just recommend that you buy, which is like the 500 companies in the stock market, that same money would have landed you, and you would have made, I guess, almost the same, though. It's not drastically different, like a
Yeah,
little
it
over
looks like
200 bucks.
it did decently. Yeah.
Did
Um.
decently, and then compare that to their S&P 500, similar, their peers essentially. You actually would have done better if you invested in this company. That's actually surprising.
Yeah.
Uh, so you would have beat the market if you invested in Capri Holdings.
Termination of the agreement of the plan of merger. We talked about this. Um. Let's see. Do, do,
Oh,
do.
there was an impairment loss. If you just go up one, can you just go up a little bit? One
Oh
more.
yeah, I saw that.
One.
Yeah. I saw that actually. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. I think they're gonna get into the numbers late. Okay, there you go. There's the numbers.
Perform an interim impairment testing. As a result of our impairment assessment, recorded 671 million of impairments are related to our Versace and Jimmy Choo goodwill and intangible assets. So essentially, guys, what it means is they bought these two companies. It means that if they do an impairment charge, essentially these companies are not doing so well as they thought they will, that the company's taking a loss.
I mean, we
Um,
saw right when they sold it, they took a big L. Like what is it, 600-700 million?
yeah, they did. They did. Um, Man, but they took it on both companies, so I think you might be right. Maybe down the line, Jimmy Choo might be on the chopping line too.
I mean, it's a small part of their operation. They probably be like, you know what? Let's get rid of it. Let's just focus and triple down on Michael Kors. Might be a distraction more than a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so we generate revenue. Jimmy Choo on the chopping block. We
For
generate
real.
revenue through the sale of Michael Kors products to our four primary Michael Kors retail formats: collection stores, lifestyle stores, including concessions, outlet stores, and e-commerce. Okay.
You see, these
Uh,
lifestyle stores are becoming relevant, though. We saw
what is
that
that?
it's like they blend in like an experience. You saw like how Coach had like a little
The
coffee
coffee
shop and
shop and
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making it an experience.
Hmm. Uh, let's see. The following. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got the income statement.
Yo, guys, look at how much money they made. They made in total 4.4 bill. And then Versace, so they break it in segments of their company holdings. So cost of goods sold is 246 mil. That's pretty good actually, because they made 821, 246. That's pretty good. That's like a 30%. That's a 30% cost of goods sold. So they had a
Yeah, so
7%
their gross
margin.
margin, we saw it earlier, it was about 63%.
That's
Right.
pretty good.
Blended. I think the blended number was about 63 or 61%.
Yeah.
Um, but
Okay.
look but look at this. Look at this. Like the selling 2.5.
Oh wow.
That's like half, 50% or something like that.
I mean, with Versace especially, so this is probably why they sold it. So 246 cost of goods, which is essentially how much it cost them to make it, just manufacturing. Then if you take in the selling and the general and administrative, that's 571. 571 plus 246, you're looking at what? That's 800
800.
and 800
Yeah.
and something. You actually had a loss.
Lo- and they did. And they
Damn.
did have a loss. Yeah, you called it. You called it.
Oh, damn. That's why they lost. Oh, Jimmy Choo lost too. They lost 17 mil off of Jimmy Choo. Man, Jimmy
Yeah.
Choo, yo, you might be right, dog. They really might be cutting Jimmy Choo soon as well. Like the only thing that made money is Michael Kors, 341 million, which is not even a lot, really.
Steve, I think us in the chat, we can put our money together. We can buy Jimmy Choo. We can buy
Yo,
it.
I would buy Jimmy Choo though. Yo, I love Jimmy Choo, man. Their style is nice.
Yo, guys,
Man.
let's start a fundraising. We can go to them. We can go to London. Steve and I will go over there. We'll walk up to their headquarters and be like, look, we looked at your numbers.
Yeah.
It's not doing so well. Just sell it to us. You know what I mean? Steve's going to put it on his Amex and we're just going to move on. We're just going to, you know, let us know who y'all want to be CEO. You know what I mean? If it's going to be Steve, it seems like, I might be a little, off the track. Steve was more the stable one. So we might make him,
Nah, we gotta do with the AV, man.
we might make Steve the CEO. I might be like a marketing guy or something. I'm gonna be dripped down in some Gucci, in some Jimmy
Man.
Choo's, man. We're gonna walk around with some heels on, Steve, around the office just to sell some.
Yeah. And Hassan says no experiences with diversifying and getting into new industries.
No experiences. Oh, he's talking about the whole lifestyle brand thing, lifestyle stores you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. No, you're
Hassan
right.
said we got the board in the chat. Yeah, we got the board.
Fact, yes.
We got the board in the chat. Bree, son, y'all gonna have to fight for that director over the board. So y'all can make the decision who's gonna be hired as CEO. We don't have Becca. We're gonna have Becca on the chat. I don't think today, but we haven't heard from
Yeah,
her.
she lost the board seat as a result, man,
Becca lost the board seat. Man, dude, it's not looking good, man. Like, imagine doing all this work and then you lost money.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
oh,
Becca's
Rebecca's
in
in
the
this.
building.
Oh, we thought you were in here. All right, she's in there. She's in there.
All right. Yeah, I gotta have to fight over who's gonna be the director, guys.
Dang. So, man, look at this. And then it even gets worse. Corporate
Oh,
expense,
oh,
impairment of assets. Impairment of assets is not a real cost, though.
yeah, yep.
It's a fabric. It's not an actual cost. It's not like you're actually losing money. It's not a real cost. So
I
we got
would.
to. So they
Yeah,
actually did turn a profit. If you add that back in,
I
it
think
would.
it would be 270 minus 233. That would have been like a true profit.
No, so if you just add negative 752 plus 797, so they technically would have profited about 40 mil, which is not a lot though. 45
40 mil. That's all.
$45 million dollars.
Oh my god,
That's
bro! They
when
brought in how much? That $4.4 billion.
that's like not even 1%. Because what actually, yeah, I think that is 1%. That's 1%. That's weak.
1%.
That is weak. Making 1%, guys. Imagine you buy something for $100 and you only profited $1, yo.
No, it's like you bought something for $99 and you sold it for 100.
Yeah, you only made $1. Like all that work, you might have paid yourself a few dollars, like for working, but like a profit of $1, like that's kind of how it's interpreted. It's not a
Damn,
lot.
bro. You know what it is, Steve? I think I gotta go buy me some Lululemon. I gotta get into yoga because this Versace stuff is not working out. Like I gotta come back. Yo, these designers, even LVMH, were we impressed by their numbers or they were just kind of decent?
I think LVMH though had a lot of revenue, but we weren't like as impressed as we were with Lulu. I think
Lulu, yeah,
Lulu
yeah.
is like a very efficient. They didn't have a lot of stores. They didn't have wholesalers. They had very pinpointed strategy. They didn't have a lot of inventory. Just well-oiled machine, man.
But you know, two LVMH, 75 brands.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I might have some L's, but I might have some wins.
Yes.
When I net it, then I look decent. When
Yeah.
you only have two, three brands like this, and you're trying to be a holdco like this, and these other, they're not helping you out. Michael Kors. I'm sure the people in the Michael Kors office looking at these other two like, damn, bro, you making my number look bad. Y'all
Right.
not making money. You know what I mean? Like, so they got rid of them. And I
Yeah.
think that's what they were trying to merge with Tapestry so they can have more brands underneath them so that, out of the six, out of the seven, out of the 10, out of somebody's going to have a winner and we can be profitable that way. I mean, what do you think about that theory? I think that makes sense.
No, I completely agree, and I am so surprised the government blocked them. Considering you look at their sales, it's not just this year. It looks like it has been somewhat stagnant. It hasn't been a market leader. So I don't know why the government blocked this deal from Coach taking over this company. It's kind of messed up because that would have been their survival. Because right now we're looking at this company, it's not making money, man. It's at a loss, and they just sold Versace. Next might be Jimmy Choo. Before you know it, it really just becomes one brand, Michael Kors, and that's not going to be able to compete with nobody. Like really, that's nowadays all these brands are merging together.
Yeah, man. I mean, we guys, guys, next time we're gonna have a week 2 of Fashion Week. I think that week, the other thing we haven't addressed is Prada and Gucci. We haven't addressed those,
Yes, yes,
right? That's the
we
one
got it
that
in
they
show
were
notes.
sold to. They were sold to Prada, right? I think.
It was
Or
sold to Prada, yes.
okay, yeah. So Prada and Gucci are the two big boys that we haven't addressed yet. And under Gucci, there's a lot of brands, guys. So that's gonna take us a little while to break down and all that stuff. That's gonna be in week 2,
I
guys.
Yes, and another one I think we might have to tackle too is the Birkin bags, Hermes, because Birkin
Yes, yes,
is
yes.
the resale
Hermes,
value on Birkin bags
Hermes.
is almost like, dude, Hermes bags. As a side note, historically, actually, that performs better than the stock market. They've tracked
Who?
annual returns for the Birkin bags. If you bought a Birkin bag and hold it as an asset, that actually is better than stock market. If you look that up, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I looked it up and I was surprised. The resale
Wow.
values on Birkin bags is amazing. Yes.
Let's see. We're fact checking Steve-O. We're
Yeah, let's
fact
see if I'm
checking
right.
Steve-O. Historically, Birkin bags have demonstrated strong resale value with an average annual increase of 14%. Yeah, which is higher than the stock S&P.
Look at that.
Like
Compared
it's
to
almost
gold,
at S&P. Yeah, like if we look
yeah,
at it historically,
yeah,
9.96. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
So if you held
You
a Birkin bag between 1980 to now, they're actually like gold. Like they really hold value.
wow. Who makes Birkins? Is it as oh it's Hermes. Okay, Hermes.
Hermes, yeah, Hermes, yeah. That's another one we might have to tap into. And then
Hey, Hassan
Hassan
brought
says,
up.
what happened to Armani? Oh, go
I
ahead.
think who owns Armani? Yeah, it's actually a good point. I forgot all about Armani.
You're right. Armani used to be it.
Armani owner. It's probably. Oh, he's by
Let me
himself.
see.
Is it private?
Let me look it up. Armani stock. Is Armani publicly traded?
No, it's private.
Oh,
It is private.
and it's owned by him. He's the
Owned
sole
by.
shareholder. Damn.
Wow. I mean, look at this right here. Revenue 5.9 billion euros in 2019.
That's impressive, and that's in euros. That's like over 6 point something. You know what I'm saying?
Better
That's
than
pretty
these
good
three brands combined. Whoa.
for real. Yeah, 5.9 euro, 5.9 billion euros, $6.9 million. I mean, six point
Wow.
nine billion dollars.
Completely forgot about this. That is actually
He
cool.
got
We
his
might
own
have to
market
just
with
kind of look
Armani.
at the history. I wonder why he didn't take it public. That's kind of an interesting thing because some guys they don't want to take it public because of many reasons, but he was able to build this privately, to this revenue. That's kind of a lot.
It's very impressive, and I mean, private market is attractive to some people because there's less restriction. I mean, the infamous case of Dell. Dell Computers used to be publicly traded, but then he took it private, and still private, and they making a lot of money. I know
Oh
that's a
yeah.
computer company, but you know that does happen.
Wow, look at this. I've never
Yes,
seen.
and the cologne. I used to love Armani Code. That was my cologne, man.
Wow, look at some of these the private companies, Steve. Publix, Publix grocery store,
We
private.
don't have it out here. I've heard of it, but we don't have it in
Yeah, we
Northeast.
don't have it either. Carga, I've heard of this company. Don't they make like some kind of?
I'm not familiar with them at all.
Yeah, they make like. Yeah, they're like the Monsanto type of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they make. Yeah, wow, look at that. That's private. I mean, I know HEB up in Texas is private.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
Coach, is that Coach or Coke?
That's Coach Industries. You know those guys, the two brothers, heavy
Yeah,
investors, heavy Republicans.
yeah, they man. So like these kind of companies, we can't really get into them because they're private. But there is some Aldi's is one, Huawei, Deloitte. I mean, yeah, they have the partnership.
Yeah.
Schwartz Company. Okay, interesting. All right, depreciation. I mean, like, yeah, this is okay. So official numbers. Michael Kors had a profit, actually a positive profit for the year.
Yeah, they did.
Jimmy Choo, Versace, no, negative. They lost money. They lost money. They their expenses was higher than their revenue for the year.
Yes.
So that's definitionally bad. Like, there's no other way around it.
You know what sucks though is, in the previous 2 years, it looks like Versace made 152 million, and then it made 25 million last year. They just had a loss this year, so I
Hmm.
wonder if like management overreacted. I know there's a decline, but to just sell it right away, I am surprised. You know, they probably could have got a good value if they made a
Bro, look
little
at
bit
this
of
dip though
turnaround.
in freaking oh, hold on. Let's see their dip on revenue though. Oof. I mean, they took a hit, boy.
But they took a hit this year. Like from the last 2 years, it hasn't been that crazy. Like last year, they lost 100 mil. Not even 100. It was like 80 mil. You
I,
know what
I
I'm saying?
think they I think they sold it to save Michael Kors to pay some debt down.
You think so?
Yeah, and that's the kind of what the guy was saying.
I'm curious. So I
Because
guess when we look at the balance sheet, maybe if they don't have enough cash, that would make sense. Because then they would have been desperate.
okay, so look, gross profit. Yeah.
I mean, these are good numbers though. Gross profit is pretty. I mean, it's not bad. 60. We
But
said
it's
for retail is for 50. Clothing companies. If you're above 50%, that typically is pretty decent.
it's like, but the selling, the marketing, all
Yeah.
those influencers, the
Right.
amount of money you're spending to get that revenue, that's where you're getting hit.
No, for
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can buy something for $1 in China, but if you're spending $9 to market the product, you know, and you sell it for 10, you're gonna lose money. So it's not all about how much you buy the stuff and you're gonna flip it. How much marketing is it gonna take for you to get the revenue?
No facts. And that seems to be the problem with this company right here.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to tweak marketing. It's a very finicky.
I don't know. I would have to disagree with that, bro. I actually disagree with that, bro. I think that's easier than changing other things. I don't know. I that
Bro,
that
but it's to me it's so hard to kind of know what's gonna stick because a lot of marketing, you're just kind of throwing it out there and seeing what sticks. Especially with TV, like now they can have better matrix with digital marketing because
yeah.
they can track, like it's way better, like which one is working, so they can double and triple down on that piece of marketing, creative or whatever. But yeah, you're just kind of hoping, like when Nike signed Kai Cenat, they're just looking at the numbers and they're like, okay, he's popular, he's the most popular streamer, he's gonna bring eyeballs. But how do you put number to that? It's hard. It's hard to say how many of his viewers buy Nike because they saw him sign to Nike, right? It's very hard to quantify those numbers.
Yes, I agree. And then I think then if you're not able to quantify, then you shouldn't make those type of investments. Like even the Nike deal with Kai, like on paper it looks good, but like you said, like how much money is Kai gonna generate Nike? And then to go back to this one, one thing we saw Coach doing yesterday is one of the things that they do is they use data. They have a good data of who their previous customers were, and then they use that data to tap into those people. And you mentioned even Chick-fil-A hits you up when you haven't gone to their stores and gives you little sales, etc., etc. I think they gotta do strategies like that.
Hands off my milkshake, baby. Uh, I'm waiting on for my next coupon from Chick-fil-A. Like, let me check my app real quick and see if that motherfucker came through. Yeah,
Oh, and Hassan
H-
says marketing is
marketing is
huge. We
huge.
should
Look
Jaguar.
at Jaguar's blunder.
Oh,
Yeah, Dina.
I'm not aware of that actually. It would be nice to look at next week. I'm not
Next,
familiar with their marketing
no,
book.
I don't. I'm not sure about that one. Um, Inventory. Let's see. Um, should we jump to the balance sheet?
Yes, please.
Let's go. Let's go. Balance sheets. Bam. Is that it? No revenue. Mm-mm. Uh,
Balance sheet.
Wait.
Yep. Just had
What's this? I just want to make sure I'm looking for. Okay. Mm, I don't think that was a full balance sheet though.
it was I don't think it was a full. Maybe they break it down in
Let me
multiple.
try to find the real one first.
Okay.
Uh, yep.
Yeah,
Here we
yeah,
go.
Hassan. I think we'll do Jaguar as one of the companies next week.
Here you
Uh,
go. We got the balance sheet.
So balance sheet, it looks like as of March 2025, 166 million. They used to have 199. Receivables 277. So in total, current assets 1.5. It's not a lot. They don't have a lot of cash. 166 million.
Not at all.
No, they don't have a lot. So I could see why perhaps they felt the reason to sell Versace.
I
Uh,
mean, look at the inventory, 870 million.
yeah. Um, but like I said, right, when we compare, and they do what's called the inventory turnover ratio, where they compare
Hmm.
your inventory to your sales. And when I compare that to Coach and everybody else, the inventory turnover was pretty good,
Okay.
higher than those companies. But it's still a lot for how much they're making. It would have helped them if they had more sales.
Intangible assets, 1.1 billion.
What do they have that? It might be like trademarks and stuff like that, because
But 1.1.
that's a
I
lot.
mean, that seems like a lot. Like
and they took an impairment. If you notice, they had a
Yeah,
1.3. So then they did take. It's probably from acquiring Jimmy Choo's and Versace, right?
right.
They had
Yeah,
some
when
huge
they
war.
because they got them for 2.1, for
Yep.
example, Versace. So that's but it looks like over the years they've been cutting down, and they sold them for like 1.34 or something like that. So
Yeah, and they
so a
took
lot
a.
of this is probably is Michael. Well, it wouldn't be Michael Kors in here, right? Because that well, it is a holding company. So when they incorporated, they added all that stuff in here.
Yeah, I mean, some of the intangibles could be from Michael Kors, some of the trademarks and stuff. Some of they might have some design patents and stuff according to their bags. Maybe some utility
Hmm.
patents as well. Accounts payable 485 mil. I mean, these are current liabilities. These are things that has to be paid within a year. So 160 mil in current cash that you have, but you have just an account payable 485 mil. That's not looking good. And your total current liability is 1.3 billion. So you're barely making it even, and you still have long-term debt of 1.4 billion. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Long-term operating lease liabilities of 1.2. Jesus, yo, no, this does not look good for them. But you know what, bro? I think management has been doing a terrible job because just didn't happen overnight. I'm looking at these numbers, bro. They have not managed this company well. This didn't happen overnight. Like this is terrible. I
But
I don't even know if this company could survive. Like this is not that good.
I mean, they sold Versace. Like they're trying to. I wonder if the guy's still involved. Michael Kors, the guy himself.
I try to see. I try to see if how much like he's worth and stuff. He still holds some stock, but they couldn't tell me how much he has. But yeah, he's not the CEO. But yeah, this is not good. Like how is I think the current CEO been in there for a while. Let me look it up. Capri Holdings CEO. This guy has been at the helm since 2003. Dog, like I'm surprised he's not fired. Why is this guy not fired,
Yeah,
man?
why are you calling on
I'm
this man's
serious.
fire?
Nah, man. Usually, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, man. In corporate world, especially as a CEO, if you're not performing well, they cut you. This guy's been in power for over 20 years, and you look at their financials, man. This doesn't look good. They need new blood, bro.
Ooh, what is this?
This is not
BlackRock.
good.
I'm trying to see the whole salary of the where does that
The
show up
guy.
at? And no, like the board and all that stuff because it's like it's not in the annual report. It's like a
No.
supplementary thing. I don't know what that report
Yeah.
is called.
Let me see. Let
Initial
me see.
statement of
What
beneficiary,
report
annual report to secure, annual report to
shows
security holders.
direct?
I think this might be it. Let me see. I'm trying to see how much he owns in stocks and all that stuff.
So it's Schedule 14A. They show that.
Schedule 14A. Okay.
Or the Form 8K.
Okay.
Hassan says, Steve, daddy, chill. Yo.
Damn, this thing is 136 pages. What? Oh
Jesus.
Lord. Let's see
Let
if
me
we
see how
can
much the
quickly.
CEO made, bro. I gotta look at what the CEO made. This is insane.
Security ownership of band. Yeah, page 29. Let's see. Kind of want to know. Page
Dude,
21.
this guy got paid $9.1 million last year, and he got paid $10.5 million the previous year. For what? What are you getting that much money for and the company's not doing well? This is ridiculous. Oh my God.
Okay, we got somebody named FMR LLC. Let's see. Fidelity. Okay. So Fidelity owns 15%. Yo, I don't even see Homeboy, Michael Kors, owning anything in here. Unless I'm looking at this wrong.
Unless he holds it by LLC or something, he might, you know, or in a trust. And most of these rich people end up holding it in a trust too.
Let's see. No, he's not listed in here. He's not even on his own stocks or what? Can you like Google it? Let me see.
Yeah, Michael Kors, stock
Michael
holdings in
Kors
Capri.
and Capri. Um, um talking about the actual
Oh,
person.
so it says, he does not directly own a significant amount of stock in Capri Holdings. While he founded the company, he transitioned into a designer role and no longer holds a large ownership stake.
Dude, how the hell is the founder not old hold any of his, like he has no trust in his own company?
Nah, he probably holds, but not maybe significant enough that he has to
It's
be listed.
reported. That's crazy. Doesn't it kind of crazy a little bit? It has your name on it.
Hey, bro.
Yo, wait. You don't even believe in your own namesake company. You don't own a significant portion of your own company. I
I
think
mean,
that's relevant information for people to know.
oh, agreed. I completely agree with you. I mean, but
I
I don't know
mean,
what else he has going on though, too. Maybe I don't know.
Steve, like if your name is on it, bro, like you know what I mean, it'd be so like disingenuous. Like I don't know. I would feel weird. Like you don't believe in your own brand that you don't own it.
I
Guys,
mean,
what do
it's a
you guys
fair point.
think? Like, what do you guys think, chat? He doesn't own his own stock, not to a point where it's being reported. Um, that's crazy to me. Fidelity owns 15%, bro.
Yeah.
To a point where they're mentioned. Yeah. Nah. Remember with Nike, huge, way bigger than this company.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Phil Knight and the son managed to own like 30% of Nike. Right? We saw that with the whole like trust and everything.
Yes,
Michael
yes.
Ford, the namesake person, does not own significant enough stocks that he's not even mentioned in the report. I mean, that tells me everything I need to know about this company. Like, this man doesn't even trust. He's in there, bro. Like, he's just moved on, married, just chilling. Like, he's like, fuck this company. I already made my money. I'm out. Like, that's
He,
crazy to
but
me.
he still, and the interesting is, he still does work for them. He has an honorary like role within the company. So, like what you're saying, it's legitimate. Like, why doesn't he own more?
Yeah.
Like, if you truly believe in the brand, like you would be holding a lot more. Yeah, Hassan. How can I believe in the dream if you can't believe in the dream? You ain't lying. You see, though, he's not the CEO, so I wonder if there's like I wonder if he's not happy with the direction of the company. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as a founder, if you're not the leader, even though you founded the company, this has happened with many brands. Company could be going a different direction, and they might not
Uh,
believe in what they're doing.
all right, let's look at the stock. Capri Holdings, Yahoo. Let's see, Stevo. There's your company right here. It's
Yeah,
Vivo's favorite website.
yeah. Who finance?
2346 target, and we are at what 1966. So it's
1960. Look at their earning per share. It's a negative number.
wait, where? Oh shit!
How is this company predicted to be 2346? It doesn't even make no sense.
Yeah.
I have no idea why they're predicted. I don't know. Maybe the deal with Amazon, if that helps them a lot, perhaps. But
I
I
mean,
guess
this is how you become this is how you become blockbuster.
straight up, dude. Like,
There's no other way to say it, right? Like it's like, oh man, oh, why is it not zooming out?
I think
Yeah,
too, one of the things that's gonna help them is because they sold Versace this year and they got a little bit of cash infusion. It's gonna help them for like 1 year or 2 years. So maybe that's the reflection in why they're predicting it to go to
I
20.
mean, his analysis seems to be on point. Going back to the article we started with,
I agree with him now. What he's saying is on point.
look at that. He's saying Capri sales of Versace to Prada offers only a short-term fix,
I agree.
failing to address deeper issues. That's a fact.
Yeah, whatever his name is, Massimiliano. I agree with you, bro. 100%.
Man, guys, what do you guys think? Are you guys buying uh Capri stocks? Are y'all messing with Michael Kors or we're done? Seems like none of these numbers look good. Everything is down. They're not making money. Michael Kors himself, if we just look at Michael Kors, um, it's made, yeah, like you said, 1%.
Um, well, 452 would be 10%, but I was looking at their actual like
Oh, my bad. Yeah, yeah.
profit
Um,
because they would have made 41 million. Right
oh,
now,
right.
it's no
41
profit.
million. Yeah.
Yeah,
I told you a while back. No, Hassan, neither. San is not messing with it. Nobody's messing with it.
yeah.
Oh, man. You know, I think this was their pick. This was their peak. 2013 Migos featuring Drake. Versace, 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 Versace. Now it's been a downhill from there. That was it. I gotta go change my shirt now. I gotta go.
Throw it away.
I gotta throw it away. I can't even be seen in this. This ain't 2013.
Nah, dog. Nah, dog. And
It's dead. It's
you
a
know,
dead brand, dude.
it is a dead brand. And I was telling my father-in-law, I was like, you and I have started analyzing companies. And he's like, man, I love the idea. It's like Ebert and Rupert, like when they started reviewing
The movie reviews.
movies. So with that theme in mind, man, Versace is
Thumbs down with that theme in mind. Oh man, 2 thumbs down.
yeah,
AB and Steve-O, 2 thumbs down, man. Woo.
no bueno.
Yeah, I can't get jiggy with this shit, man. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I agree, Hassan, 100%.
Yo, Steve-O, let's do a quick recap of this week, right? We've
Yeah,
had, we've done we started off with I think what's the name? The yoga pants.
Lulu,
Lulu.
Lululemon.
We had
Yes,
Lulu. We went to LVMH, and then we did
yes,
Nike, and
yes.
we did Coach. Now we did
Yep.
Michael Kors Versace. Those were the 5 official reviews we've done this week. Throwback Thursday, we looked at some old stuff. We looked at Tommy. They weren't doing so well. I think out of
Nope.
all the company, oh no, we did Victoria's Secret. Let's not forget that.
We did. Yeah, we did Victoria's Secret.
I mean, I think the winner for me is Lulu. Top. Like in terms of what, like growth, and it seems like they really
That's
got it together.
prospect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve-O's sleeper is Victoria's Secret. He's liking Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
You were saying
Yeah.
you look like, yeah. You were shitting on Nike.
Yes.
We both shitting on Nike, but I think we were not
Yes.
fair enough on Nike. That was my take the next day after I went back and looked at it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I think we were unfair with Nike. So I'm still kind of bullish on Nike. I don't think they're gonna go away. I mean, they're like the apple of the
So
shoe
what's your
business.
second option? So you said Lululemon number one. What's
Yep.
your second choice? Nike is your second choice?
I think I'll have to put Nike over LVMH because I
Wow.
can't I can't see an alternative to Nike, especially Jordans. Maybe the Nike brand, but the Jordans, the relevancy of Jordan and Nike and having all these athletes and everything, it's just like I don't know if you can like quickly replace that. That's my thing. It's like it's not easy to be top dog. Hoka and all these ON and all these companies are coming behind, but how you gonna steal these athletes and stuff like that? Like I think that's my thing. Like they have these big like assets with these endorsements and everything. Coach, it's a one trick pony. The stock is really high. Oh, I forgot we did Coach also. The stock was like at the whole time high. Was revenue kind of flat? I think if I remember correctly, the revenue was
Yes.
flat over the years.
Yes.
So I just think, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna put Nike second. I'm gonna put LVMH third. Um, I'm probably gonna put. I don't know. I might put Coach, then Victoria's Secret. I'm putting these guys last. These are dead last for me. So that's my official take.
Yes. Okay.
All right,
I
you're
think
up.
the funny thing is, for me, the way we did it is actually the order that I think falls for me. The number one that we
Okay.
did was Lululemon. Lululemon is my favorite. I think they have a lot of potential, good sales, efficiently run, you know, good quality, all that. That's my number one pick. Number two is LVMH. LVMH has 75 brands under them. This company is built to be resilient over the long term. They have so many brands under them. Tiffany and Co, Sephora, Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior. They got
Christian
Peloton, they got
Dior, Dior,
Hennessy, they got Don
Christian Dior,
Perignon.
Dior.
75 brands. And I'm talking about Tag, the watch is under them. Like the most well-known brands that you know of is under LVMH. That's my number two. And my number three, the dark horse, the one I think is a sleeper for sure, is Victoria's Secret, guys. I'm telling y'all, I don't want to get too hyped, but I think Victoria's Secret is underpriced. I think there's a huge potential. They generated $6 billion in sales. You know what I'm saying? They have a good, like, they still have a good hold of the market. Like, Victoria's Secret is still seen as a brand that women respect and value. Retail, they're not doing that great, but they still have a good online presence. And I think the stock market right now is not reflecting their actual value. And then to add to that point, there's a billionaire activist from Australia taking a whole lot of ownership in Victoria's Secret, guys. And I,
I think their profits were shit, right? If I remember correctly.
their profit could have been better, but I think some of that could be fixed. We said the selling and some general expense, those could be fixed. But sales, 6 billion, they've been generating $6 billion sales for years. And I think that's a sleeper. I love that. And then following that is going to be, Nike for me. Nike guys, AB tried to mention Jordan. Jordan has declined sales over the past 2 years. Demand
One
is
year,
not.
1 year.
No, I think it's like 2 years,
No,
bro.
no, no, dude. Remember, they had really good, crazy 2 years, and then
Yes.
we reviewed the latest one, and it was a big dip, $5 billion in revenue loss. I know, but they had two crazy high revenue years. But if we looked at that, and Jordan only went like, I mean, we only looked at 1 year, like so,
No, no, no. But Jordan specifically, you're talking about. You're right. Like they had 2 years where it was
It
really
was
good.
like 50
But,
over
but
50
then
billion.
but they had declining 2 years. You remember I'm saying I was making that point. I'm like, if it was just 1 year, I would have said it was just one off. They had 2 years of declining revenue. They're still making a lot of money, but I think the biggest thing with Nike is it's really a one-trick pony. Because you know why I say that? About 60 something percent of their sales comes from shoes. A majority of their sales is shoes. And
Bro, you're gonna
shoes,
run out of shoes every year, baby. You're gonna have to buy another one. How many lingeries do you need, baby? You know what I'm saying?
all I'm saying is it's very competitive. And then even
Shoes is like tires, Steve. You know, you're gonna need one every
no, no,
every.
but you don't necessarily need a Nike. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, guys, if you look at the athletes signed to Nike, most of these guys are older. LeBron is about to retire. KD is going to retire soon. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's really old. He's about to exit. All the big dogs, yo, there's so much competition. Adidas, you got Reebok, Under Armour, you got these European shoe companies coming in. It's very competitive, and I'm telling you, Nike is having so much an issue. Actually, we said this about their inventory. They have so much inventory right now that they're trying to sell it to outlet stores and stuff at a discount. And I guarantee you guys, look up on this. Go to locally, be like, yo, Nike sale near me. I'm sure you can find some sales right now because they're trying to
That
liquidate.
doesn't matter. They're still bringing in a lot of money, man.
They're
You
making a
can't
lot of
tell
money,
me.
no doubt. But from a stock perspective, I'm telling you on Nike, yes, Nike need Hassan. Look at Hassan is saying exactly what I'm saying. Nike needs new ideas. Celebrities are just collecting endorsements. You need more Nike. You need more Nike needs to be like a Red Bull. Because
I think.
yo,
Listen, I think
what's the
Steve,
point of
you got caught up with this here. This is the problem. You got caught up with the woman. You know they're flaunting and stuff.
no, 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 no.
You're like, you know what I'm saying?
What's the point, man? I'm not trying to hate on Kai Cenat, right? But why in the world Nike signs Kai Cenat? Like, how does that relate to their revenue, bro?
That's a
How?
great sign, bro. He's the
How? How that's
bro.
going to relate to their bottom line, bro?
Dude, this is how they've been doing. How you gonna tell them? They sign everybody.
Listen, man, they've been having
Bro,
a
he
lot.
got the young kids on lock. Bro, Jordans. Okay, the one person that had a shot at killing Jordans was Kanye West with the Yeezys.
Yes,
He fumbled that bag.
he did.
There's no other brand like Jordans. Nothing, not even nobody come close to it.
Not currently, but Jordan only is like 700 and something million dollars of their portfolio. It's not the biggest share. You remember I'm saying that? I thought Jordan makes up a lot of their sales. And guys, you can't lie about the numbers. They've spent more money the last 2 years on marketing, but their sales has gone down. So if this strategy works, right? You sign Kai Cenat, then your sales should increase, right? I mean, right? You sign this guy,
Only
you
time
sign
will
that
tell.
guy.
We'll see next week. I mean, next year. We'll see next year. You know, we'll see you guys next week for another week of fashion week. Right? Next year we're gonna do it.
We're
Or
gonna
maybe
do it.
6 months from now we might do it. You
Yeah,
know.
I mean, in a few months. And then, not to harp on that, next one would be Coach for me. Coach is a good company, but I think it's just the stock is overpriced. And then to conclude, this company, Capri Holdings, man, if you, we don't make investment advice, but I'm telling y'all, man, if you could get out,
Yeah, if you got
get
something,
out.
just yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, this company's not doing so well. Yeah, that's it, man. That's my take.
Man, guys. Hey, thanks for being with us, man. We've been kicking it for over 2 hours now. Steve-O needs but it says Steve-O needs to be but versus on the air. I don't know. I need proof. Not sure what he means by that.
Needs to be,
Um,
but versus on the air.
but guys, man, this is the end of our fashion week. You know, it was super interesting. Like some other stuff that I took away from this week, Vietnam is the big winner.
Yes, country winner. Yes, Vietnam is killing it, guys.
Vietnam is up. Um, what else? e-commerce is the way to go. Seems like retail is
E-commerce.
really dying. A
Yes.
lot of them are closing down their stores. So I would love to see, how that's affecting retail companies and things like this. I think retail is really. I mean, we've been saying retail is in trouble the last 20 years, and we see it. We actually seen it in the numbers. They're closing. Um, yeah, I mean the tariffs. We'll have to watch the whole tariff situation with
Yes.
Trump and see how that's gonna affect all these clothing brands. They mentioned it also in their annual report. We'll see. We'll see. When we revisit them 6 months from now, that really affected them, or was that just all talk and not really like gonna affect them that much? And see how they navigate it too, right? That's kind of one way of like knowing how good is the CEO,
Yes.
finding ways to make this happen. But yeah, I mean, and another thing is like you can die. Like in fashion, that's the one thing we learned is
Yes.
that you really can die. Like I think our perception of what's popular and like coming here and seeing like Versace not doing well was surprising to me.
Very
Like,
surprising.
you know what I mean? Like even Michael Kors, like not doing well. 1% profit. I mean, that's crazy.
Yes.
You see Michael Kors everywhere. You walk around everywhere. You're seeing Michael Kors. Like most people have it. Versace and all these people, and then they're not doing super well. Like it's kind of surprising. And then I think these brands that are generated online are a big risk to these guys
Yes.
because a lot of people are like starting their life online, almost like they get introduced to life online. And if you're digital native, as they call it, you really like this is why they're getting with the Rihanna, with the Fenty, like they're trying to figure this out. Um, I mean, like I mean, look at Logan Paul, for example, with like the Prime drink.
Yes.
They did a huge like that was an online guy made of a fucking product and like made $1 billion company out of just being online on YouTube, guys. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
and so I think that they fear that also. That's why they signed the Kaiser Knights. They trying to figure this stuff out. But yeah, that's sort of like some of my takeaways.
And I think another thing that I took away, and if you guys are starting a clothing brand, is the importance of inventory, guys. Inventory management that has built and killed brands. We looked at, Sean John, we looked at Fubu, and one of the main reasons that they failed is they had one year where they were enjoying tremendous success, and then they said, okay, let's order a whole bunch more of inventory because it's going to be the same thing. Demand is going to be high. And then they do. And then next year, demand goes down for whatever reason. And then they're stuck holding a bag or they
Yeah.
have to sell at a very cheap price.
Yep.
And then consumers technically be like, oh, this brand is not as highly valuable as I thought it was. And as a result, it degrades the actual perceived value of the brand and makes the brand look cheap and then affects sales as well. So if you ever think about starting, your own clothing store and stuff like that, just keep that in mind. Inventory management is very, very important.
Yeah. Man, I think we covered it all, Steve-O, man. We went through a lot this week. We learned so much. You told me, you felt smarter. Like we were talking the other day, like, damn, I'm really learning a lot. Guys, tonight, this was supposed to be kind of a chill stream, but Steve was like, man, I want to cover another company. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm like, hey, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Cause we feel the same way, But it's been so fun. Fashion week has been fun, guys. I try to switch it up my fashion. You guys saw me,
Yeah.
try to switch it up a little bit. But hey,
Yeah, we
Steve,
got to
we
give it
got
up to AB, man. He been changing his style every day,
you
guys.
know
We
what I'm
gotta give,
saying?
we gotta give some
Hey,
type of
I
emoji
ran
down
through
there
my
for my
closet
boy.
now. I'm done now. We can't have no more fashion week. I gotta get some new stuff. We gotta wait a little bit.
What are you gonna do for Car Week, bro? I don't know what you're gonna do. How you gonna top this, man?
Ooh, for car week, I gotta come up with something I don't know. I gotta think of something. Tomorrow, Monday, new week,
Oh yeah,
new
Monday. Damn.
Tomorrow's Monday. We got new week. We got new category. We're getting into the cars tomorrow.
Yeah,
This is a complete switch, but
tomorrow's
it's gonna be
cars,
fun.
man.
I think Steve was
What
gonna
car we
pick
doing
tomorrow.
tomorrow, AB?
I don't know, man.
Nah, nah, nah. I think we might be in agreement. I think the same company's on the
Are we
tip of
doing
our tongue,
Tesla
man.
tomorrow? Are
What do
we
you?
doing Tesla
Let's
tomorrow?
do Tesla, dog. Tesla it is, man.
Hey,
Tesla
we're doing
tomorrow,
Tesla
guys.
tomorrow, man.
Tesla tomorrow. Hold on. Is Hassan joining us tomorrow? What's happening? I want to
Hassan was
debate.
talking about he wanted to move it the week after and whatever. But I'll get with Hassan.
Oh,
I'll get with Hassan. He's gonna jump on. He's going. He might be camera shy or something, so he might just be audio only. I don't know. We'll
oh.
figure it out. But
I think he needs
Hassan,
more time
I
to
think
reset.
we want to
He
like
might
maybe
need
yeah.
he might need more time. He might be a little scared, maybe. I don't know, man. Hassan, what's going on, man? And by the way, you will get proof of me buying Victoria's Secret. No doubt about it. Trust me. I'm about it. I'm about it, dog. I'm gonna give
Okay.
you receipts.
I need proof by security. Okay. Yeah. Hassan, we're gonna drop a link for you. You're gonna join us one of these nights. Maybe, Thursday or Friday chill type of thing. Or if you want to do debate with Steve about Toyota versus Tesla, we'll see, man. We'll see. But you're gonna have to come on and he's gonna give us kind of like it's kind of like bringing like Michael Jordan to comment on the game. It's kind of like, he's like kind of like that. He might not be the financial guy, but he's gonna give us like the car knowledge,
Okay, I like it.
because he has a lot of car knowledge.
Oh, he said
But
he definitely joined. All right.
all right, guys, this has been so fun. Thanks for watching. For new watchers that tuned in, this is your boy AB. We do this every day. We're streaming 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern.
Yep.
We're coming at you, Steve and I. We're not stopping. This has been so fun for us to do. What do you got to tell the people, Steve?
Man, thank you guys for rocking with us. The ones currently on live, and then whoever's rewatching this, shout out to all you guys. And please remember to subscribe, to like, to share. Our goal is to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And we hope that you consider subscribing to us and hitting that bell notification so you'll be notified when a new episode comes down. Every day we're on until, I don't know, we ain't taking no days off right now. So,
Never.
yeah.
Shout out to San. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Becca in the chat. Always active. Our day ones. We appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to any new watchers that are watching this. Come back and see us every week. We're on. Check out some of the videos we've done. We've done a lot of cool things. We've done other things besides clothing. We've done U-Haul. We've done Carnival. So we've touched on a couple of things.
Yes.
But I think we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. This has been Profit Report with your boy AB.
And Steve. All right.
And we're out, baby.
We out.
See y'all tomorrow. Peace.